going to talk about is breath work. And one of the easiest techniques is something called deep breathing. And if you notice, or maybe not, because breathing is such a very unconscious thing we do, you might not realize that most of the time we breathe in a very shallow manner. And so when we breathe deeper, when we take longer, deeper breaths, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest response. And so we start to feel calmer, more focused, less stressed. And it's a complete opposite. The more that you breathe rapidly, then it activates the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response. So if you notice, when you feel angry, when you feel scared, when you feel anxious, you start to breathe faster, and some people actually even hyperventilate. And so the pH level of your blood, because you're taking in more oxygen than you should be, and there's more oxygen in your blood, then the pH level of your blood goes beyond your optimal state, or it's not in your optimal state anymore. And so you counter it by taking deep breaths so that you bring your blood level back, your pH level of the blood back into a more optimal state. And so what I want you to do is to count your breath so that you're a bit more conscious of how long and how deep your breath intake is. So maybe we start with a count of 3. And so inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, hold. And then as you exhale for another 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Just continue doing that for several more breaths. If you'd like, you can bring the count up to a different number, maybe 4 or 5 or even higher. And this equal breath, we call it, or Samavriti Pranayam, should help you. And especially if you're feeling down or depressed. But if you're feeling anxious, maybe you can change it up and experiment with this instead. So instead of equal breath, where you count up to 3 on the inhale, and another 3 on the exhale, or whatever number it is, 5 in your inhale and 5 on your exhale. So instead of equal breath, if you're feeling anxious, instead try longer exhales and shorter inhales. So say, for example, 3 counts on the inhale and 6 counts on the exhale. And let's do this together for about 3 breaths, just so you get the feel of it. So close your eyes if you'd like. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So do that again for a couple of rounds and see how you feel, and hopefully you feel much better than when you were at the start. And so another breathing technique, the last one I will mention for today, is something called Bhramari, or humming bee breath. And traditionally we practice it with a mudra, Shanmukhi mudra, which signifies closing the 6 gates of perception. So your ears, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. And this is how you do the mudra. So your pointer finger points towards the inside corner of your eyes. Your middle fingers at the sides of your nose, your ring finger at the upper lip, and your pinky fingers at the bottom, and then your thumbs closing out the ears. And just apply gentle pressure. No need to press deeply, put a lot of pressure, no need for that. And to inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, keep the mouth closed and make an sound. And just exhale as long as you comfortably can. And do that for a few cycles. And see how you feel. So the nice sound you make with your ears closed and your eyes closed, you really feel this nice vibration going on around within the entire body. It's like a nice gentle massage internally. So I love this breath. I love this technique. It helps calm me down, soothes me, and at the same time I feel like I'm giving myself a nice little massage. So try that a couple of times. If the mudra here makes you feel anxious, if you're claustrophobic, if you don't feel comfortable with it for any reason, it's fine. You don't need to do the mudra. All you need to do is just sit comfortably, close the eyes, inhale through the nose, and exhale, making the sound. Or you can always just plug your ears so that you get a better sense of the vibration as well. So yeah, mudra is entirely optional. It's just the traditional way that we do it, but by no means you are not required at all to incorporate the mudra if it doesn't make you feel good at all. All right, so that's the 2 breathing techniques I wanted to talk about. And in terms of meditation, there's a lot of different techniques out there, and there's a lot of great apps, free most of them, that you can try. There's Calm, there's Buddhify, there's Headspace, there's Insight Timer, and there's so many others out there. But one thing that works for me especially that I will share quickly is an affirmation or a mantra-based meditation. So with meditation, the traditional way is for you to sit upright, sit comfortably. So just sit in any comfortable seated pose. Place your hands on top of your knees, sit up tall, close the eyes, and start to slow down the breath. Inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the nose. And one of the mantras I usually do is this, so just repeat after me silently. Just for today, I am healthy, I am safe. Just for today, I am healthy, I am safe. Just for today, I am healthy, I am safe. Just for today, I am healthy, I am safe. So that was a very, very quick meditation. Try to sit in meditation for at least 5 or 10 minutes. And just start there, and then once you feel comfortable enough to start sitting for longer periods of time, go ahead, challenge yourself, sit for 30 minutes, an hour, maybe even longer. It doesn't really matter, honestly, how long it is, as long as you find that little bit of time every day for yourself to sit in silence and meditate. And again, the mantra I've shared with you, if it resounds with you, go ahead and use it. If it doesn't, then find your own mantra that works for you, that resounds with you. Find your own voice. If you're not quite sure where to start, there are again a lot of resources out there that you can try, that you can use, or feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you out. And the last thing is, I know that we are all coping with being stuck at home, and a lot of us are sitting for a lot longer in front of our laptops working from home, and so we feel a lot of tension in the body. And so I would love to share with you just a couple of yoga stretches you can do even as you're seated on your chair. And so I'm going to share with you just three simple ones that will really help you. And the first is called supported bridge pose. And you're going to need a prop here. And so let me just go onto my mats, my yoga mat. And you're going to need a prop. So this prop usually is a yoga block like this, but if you don't have a yoga block at home, that's fine. Just use anything that has a stable surface and is, at least 2 or 3 inches tall. And so what's gonna happen is you're going to lie down on your back, bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor, make sure your heels are close to your hips, roughly heels under the knees. And then lift your hips up a few inches to slide your block or prop underneath your hips. So if you're not quite sure where to place the block, first find your tailbone. And once you found your tailbone, place your prop directly above your tailbone. And once you have your block set up underneath your hips, you can stay here. This is already your supported bridge. So you can either have your arms by your sides, or you can reach your arms overhead and hold onto your opposite elbows. And if you want to intensify that stretch, you can extend both legs forward and allow your legs to relax. And now your hips are going to be the highest point of your body, and you're going to be connected with the floor through your shoulders, your arms, and your heels. And you're going to feel this nice stretch all along the front of your body, which is a nice way to counter all the sitting down you do. So we sit down for long stretches of time, meaning our hip flexors are continually contracted, and this is a nice way to stretch it out. And you'll also feel a nice stretch across the chest and the shoulders here. So you're really opening up all along the front of your body, which is great because we tend to curl in, flex around the hips. And just stay here for a few breaths, maybe even for 1 minute or 3 minutes. I like to stay here for a while. Maximum for me is about 5 minutes. Just stay however long is comfortable for you. And then whenever you're ready to get out of the pose, just bend one knee at a time. Lift the hips a few inches to slide the block from underneath you. Set it aside, lower the hips down. And you're going to neutralize the spine for a few moments in constructive rest. So keep the knees bent and walk the feet more than hip width distance apart, and then bring the knees together. And just stay here for a few breaths, allowing your spine to neutralize, for your body to bounce back. And for the other 2 poses I'll be sharing with you, you can do this whether seated on the floor or seated on your chair. And the first one is just a nice gentle twist. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, twist to the right, left hand onto your right knee, other hand onto the floor behind you or the chair behind you. Lengthen the spine, make sure you're engaging the core, suck the belly in. And then twist to the right. And you can just keep gazing towards the side. Nice gentle twist here. Or if you can, twist a little deeper, go ahead and look past your right shoulder towards the back. Staying here for a few breaths, coming back to center, and then reaching your arms up, twisting to the opposite side. So right hand onto the left knee this time, other hand behind. Making sure you're still activating the core, draw the ribs in, lengthen the spine and twist. And once again, you can keep it gentle, just gazing towards the left side this time. Or if you can twist a little deeper, then go ahead, look past your left shoulder. And coming back to center, reach your arms up. And exhale, arms down. And the last pose I will be teaching you is your seated cat-cow. So you're just going to have, I'm going to do it sideways so you can see. So you're just going to rest your hands on your knees, and as you inhale, you're going to lengthen the spine, lift the chest up, gaze up, arch the back. And as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, curl in the spine, look towards your belly. Inhale, arch the back. And exhale, round the spine in. Do this a couple more rounds. Maybe even closing your eyes. Last round. Arch the back as you inhale. Round the spine as you exhale. And then come back into a neutral spine. Sit up tall. And if you want to add a chest opener, then just interlace your fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Feel that stretch across the shoulders. So this is a nice way to counteract all the hunching down you do in front of your computer, in front of your laptop, your phone, and release. And that's it. So if you want to know more, get to know more yoga stretches you can do on your chair, on a mat, on the bed, go ahead, feel free to reach out to me. I have videos on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook, and you can check them out. Or if you want something that's more personalized, more customized, and feel free to join in on one of my group classes, or maybe even a private session, so that it's definitely personalized for you and what your body needs, what your goal is for your yoga sessions. And I hope everything that I shared with you so far has helped you in some way. Do let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you.